For the finale race here in Division 2, we go to 5 red lights. And the lights are off and foot to the floor, and I do think it was a pretty even getaway from the top 2 there. Although I think the Haas of Chocolat did get a pretty good jump, but no, they have to settle behind. I think there's 2 wide there. Was the Alpine and the Red Bull there. Dodo and Thomas, I think, going side by side momentarily, but I think Thomas just had to back out of that one. Batteries on for all of these drivers as they try and get through these first couple of corners all unscathed, and I think they have. And you can see there Ronan Keane getting a pretty good jump there. I think there was also a bit of battling there between Suzuki and Failing there at the back. I think Failing went for a dive there. Mattia is challenging Ronan Keane as they go into turn 4. However, look at Phased On. They are going to have a look down the inside of Asteroid. I don't know why I said turn 4. That's turn 6. But they are still going to go side by side as we go down the straight through turn 8, which isn't really a turn. But as we now go into turn 9, is FaZe going to be able to make it done? No, they do move over quite aggressively, though, to cover off the Red Bull. But then they try and still keep it down the inside, but they weren't able to. And now the Red Bull is going to have to make an overtake on them. And they improve as well. The Alpine down into P6 there. I think Thomas and Malachi were going side by side there. Still going side by side was Malachi and Thomas still. And now Boomboy is going to look to capitalize on this as well as they go round the outside of the Williams driver and they just edge ahead. And they've now fully cleared them as we start the next straight. Obviously, Ronan Keane sending the fastest lap, currently with a 4/10 lead. Mattia following closely behind. The Red Bull is still all over the back of the Haas, and so is the Alpine as well. Any moment from these 2 drivers and FaZe can make an overtake, but the Red Bull sends one down the inside of the Haas there as they go into turn 5. Pretty much of a Max Verstappen, you know, picturesque move there, and they are able to make it stick. But look at the top there, Ronan Keane and Mattia going side by side into turn 6, and the McLaren is going to hold it around the outside and now has the inside for turn 7. And that is the McLaren round. I think they might have tapped the Mercedes, and they have been sent spinning all the way to the back of the grid, P12, and they've got it all to do now starting there. But then again, these mediums do look to be quite a good race tyre strategy, as we see Chocolat there going down the inside of Ronan and pass before the braking zone. They now lead the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Phased On there going down the inside of Asteroid. And I think Phased On has got that move done. Yes, he has. The Alfa Romeo and Boomboy going side by side once again. That's fading in the background there, going into the wall, which has caused a virtual safety car as well. So Boomboy wasn't able to make the move on the Alfa Romeo. Oh, Chocolat and Ronan Keane going side by side there. I'm just noticing that through the hotel section. They're still going to hold it side by side. And that was a lovely move from Chocolat round the outside of turn 14. And we go down the straight. DRS open for Ronan, and that gives him an easy pass on the Haas. The Red Bull did then have a little bit of a look. Oh, there's been a little bit of a half spin there, actually. So there must have been some contact. But regardless, Ronan stays in front. The Red Bull behind are going side by side. But FaZe has just absolutely done them both. Just sending one down the inside. And the Alpine moves into P2. That is not what the Haas and Red Bull want to do, as they have just dropped 2 positions there. Dodo and Malachi going side by side there. And the Alfa Romeo just holds position, but Malachi is going to go for a massive send and has been spun round. No, the Red Bull of Mabulash, however you say it, has been spun round there. Malachi, Dodo and Boomboy are in a little bit of a battle there. Boomboy tries for a good send there. Doesn't make contact like Malachi did once, but Boomboy and Dodo still going side by side through the hotel section. I think Boomboy might have exceeded the track limits there. But as we go into turn 15 there, and again, I think the AlphaTauri pushing Dodo off the track a little bit there. But let's see if Dodo is going to be able to make the re-overtake into turn 1. But I think he's just a bit too far back in order to try it. But you can see there, Chocolat going down the inside of Ronan. They're still going to be side by side. Someone claimed it though at the apex. I'm not too sure. We have a bit of a bad camera angle for it. And as you can see there, Ronan Keane is behind, but now Ronan Keane has the DRS. And it looks like they're going to retake that lead as they go into turn 9. Ronan Keane and Chocolate going side by side, though, into the chicane. Oh, and there's a little bit of a contact there as Chocolate does tap the Mercedes, which does lose the Mercedes a position. So maybe a penalty coming the Haas's way. But Ronan Keane, despite that, with the DRS and the traction that they have, they might be able to really take that lead as they try and hold it around the outside of the Alpine, but just isn't able to. So FaZe does have the lead currently. Now Ronan Keane with DRS down the straight. Is he going to be able to get past the Alpine? He is going to pull to the inside and easily pass before the braking zone. Chocolate might even try and go down the inside as well. As you can see there, the Alpine on the inside and is able to just stay in front. So that is Chocolate still maintaining P3. But again, with the DRS, gonna swoop one round the outside of turn 9. And is able to get in front. Lovely move from Chocolate there around the outside. So Chocolate is coming on the pit exit now. Where's... Oh yeah, Ronan is easily passed. As you can see there. There's Boom Boy in P4, FaZe in P5, and there's Chocolate. So yeah, Chocolate has lost 2 positions by staying out, you know, 1 lap, but don't forget he has 1 extra tire life advantage than those in front. Not that it really means a big thing, but you never know, it might play out, It's only a few extra, you know, milliseconds or so. Chocolate down the inside there of FaZe already makes 1 clean pass. Right, let's look up to the front as Suzuki, Ronan, Boomboy, Chocolate are all, and FaZe are all within a second. Ronan looks to go down the inside of the Alfa Romeo into the chicane of turn 6 and 7. And he does have the outside for turn 7. He's going to be forced a little bit wide there, but some good defensive driving there from Suzuki. But Boomboy, with that, decides to get down the inside, which gives him the outside for turn 8. And that is going to be Boomboy up into P1. However, Ronan has found some pace around the outside, has got past the Alfa Romeo, gets a little bit squeezed there to go onto the curbing. But despite that, Ronan is able to get up into P1, and Chocolate comes really storming in to into turn 12 there. Nearly, you know, catching the back of Boomboy. Luckily enough not to catch him. Boomboy and Chocolate are looking to maybe go side by side a little bit. And I think that's Asteroid there who has spun it. And we do have a safety car, which is going to change the race. Does Asteroid not have a wing then? Did he may have... yeah, I think I can see that wing at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, Ronan does pull the trigger. So does Boomboy. And Chocolate. Okay, yeah, I'm expecting to see everyone in the pit lane. Is a question though of who is going, you know, onto softs, and there is softs being made in the Mercedes garage. Boomboy, I believe, is going to be going on to some... Okay, so he's going on to medium. Chocolate onto mediums as well. FaZe is going on to a set of medium tires. Suzuki on mediums as well. Malachi on mediums. Dodo is going on to some mediums again. Mattia going on to some mediums. So yeah, it looks like there is a bit of a spread between mediums and softs, as the Red Bull there is on soft. So the majority is on mediums. Dodo does come out on mediums. I think I said that already. Failing has stayed out. Obviously, they have just pitted. Thomas on mediums and Asteroid on mediums. So only 2 drivers electing the softs, which is Ronan and the Red Bull. And let's just see if he will close in. The Delta is coming down every single second. And he is going to try and keep there. A little bit of contact there with the front wing of Boomboy. But Boomboy now will have the DRS for a second time around down the next straight as we go into turn 9. Is there going to be any overtakes? He is going to send one down the inside. Is he going to be able to get it past? As they still try and hold it around the inside. Obviously, the inside does give you the shorter line, but around the outside, you do get the better power, which is what Ronan has absolutely achieved there, especially on those soft tyres as well. Boomboy, though, is not going to be giving this up. He is going to be gunning for this position. Boomboy 3/10 behind, and I think that's going to be an easy pass for Boomboy. Pulls to the inside and is easily passed. Nothing Ronan can really do. but only just watched then AlphaTauri be in front. But Ronan Keane now will have the DRS for the second time. Obviously, it isn't really a double DRS zone for the driver behind. It is if one person gets in front, then the other driver will get the DRS benefit for the second, straight, and that is what Ronan has got. He stays in P1. Boomboy not really catching as quick as he has been before, but maybe he was burning the battery a little bit. Asteroid's been able to get past Dodo, and I think that's Thomas going down the inside of the McLaren. The McLaren is going to try and hold it around the inside as they go into turn 7, but isn't able to. Bit of a move there at the front with Boomboy and Ronan. Is this finally going to be Boomboy's time as they hold it around the outside of Ronan, and they just get in front as they come out of turn 9. But is Ronan going to try for ascend? No, he stays behind. Let's see how quick Ronan is, though, on those softs. And you can see there, it's just coming down and down and down. Pulls to the inside. Is it going to be an easy pass for the Mercedes? No. Boomboy does brake a little bit later, but Ronan is a bit more smoother on the brake pedal. Whereas Boomboy just held it down a bit more. But now down the next straight, Ronan will have the benefit of DRS once again. And Ronan now does retake the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Ronan and Boomboy going side by side once again. Boomboy now will get the lead once again. And I think these two are just going to start switching until the final lap. Next lap, Ronan Keane is going to send one down the inside. And I think he is tactically trying to stay behind, so he will get the benefit of DRS down the next straight, which is quite a good thinking there from Ronan. We'll now get that DRS open, and I assume we'll just go down the inside, which he is doing. And he does get past. Now retakes the lead. However, Boomboy is going to try the switch back there into turn 9. And I don't know how Boomboy found that grip on the outside, on the inside there. But he is able to stick it in there, and he is still going to go side by side with Ronan. Pushes him off a little bit as we go into the hotel section. But Boomboy stays in P1. Fantastic driving from the AlphaTauri driver there. You see there, Ronan is gaining, He is going to send one down the inside, and I think he is going to be easily passed. However, Chocolade is going to try one down the inside himself. Bit of contact there, but Ronan is able to take the lead. Chocolade is going to try and hold it around the outside. Has to go off track. Maybe they were forced off track by Chocolade, but they're now going to go side by side, and that might actually be the win for Ronan as we go into turn 9. But Boomboy is going to try and hold it around the outside. Oh, Ronan, and there's contacts, and that is 3 cars that have been absolutely tangled in that. Boomboy, FaZe, and Chocolade involved in that, and that has probably just given Ronan the win here, as Dodo has somehow made himself up into P2, and just Dodo have some damage. I thought I saw some damage on that, but he doesn't. But Dodo does have 6 seconds worth of penalties, but Ronan will come across the final line to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Dodo will have to take P2 with Malachi P3, but with Pens, Chocolade. A massive shock to the system there with him taking P2 on Pens. Asteroid in P3, so a 2-3 for Haas. So Dodo will have to settle for P4, FaZe Dom in P5, Suzuki P6, Thomas P7, Mattia P8, Malachi P9. That must be heartbreak for Boomboy, Dan in P10, the Red Bull in P11, and we wait for Failing to cross the line, who will be finishing in P12.